Yeah, hello and welcome to another update on Chainlink. Here on the Chainlink chart, we are currently looking at the 1 hour time frame. And if you followed previous updates on Link, then you know that the idea is that the move to the upside here on the Link chart is likely a 5-wave pattern in development. I mean, the white scenario is currently preferred. Wave 1 done, wave 2 done. Wave 3 is unfolding as an ABC structure, and then there would be likely another 4-5 pattern. Now we can already count the move up as a 5-wave move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But when we're dealing with a 5-wave move, it typically should be the third wave, which is really the longest one. Because the stronger the third wave, the more stable the trend and the potential upside impulse. Now, this is not an impulse. This is likely only a diagonal pattern to the upside. So, I mean, what I want to communicate here is that the yellow scenario with already 5 waves completed has some problems. I don't prefer the yellow scenario. The white scenario would make a little bit more sense to me, and I already communicated to you over the last few days that a third wave would likely form a top somewhere in this region. I mean, the price nearly reached the 161.8 extension already. Now, in a third wave, we do not need to reach the 161.8 extension at $18.46. It is enough to reach the 138.2, which it did. Yeah. That's at $17.31. So I'm ready for a potential pullback in a fourth wave. And that fourth wave could take the price maybe even into this region here between $13.94 and $15.36. That would be a standard support zone for a fourth wave. Okay, now I'm tracking this as a standard ABC structure to the downside. You see that an initial A wave was likely done, the B wave maybe as well, and maybe we're now moving down in the C wave. And compared to the depth and strength of the wave 2, that's okay. Now, that being said, I cannot rule out a wider wave 4, but as long as it's holding above $13.94, I'd be leaning towards a bullish outcome here and one more high. What I would really like to see is this additional 4-5 pattern. Now, I cannot rule out that this was already the 5-wave move, but I have to say it's a very ugly 5-wave move if it already completed. And I will not rule it out, however. So how can we distinguish between the two? Between 5 waves up already completed, as per the yellow scenario, and only 3 waves completed in a diagonal pattern? Well, it will depend on whether the bulls can defend this upper support area between $13.94 and $15.36. This would be our standard support area that would need to hold to keep the white scenario alive. Any break below that $13.94 level will likely lead to a deeper pullback in yellow wave 2. Again, that would be the deeper pullback option. In that case, the market needs to hold the $11.42 level. That is the measurement, like the 78.6 retracement of the entire distance of the rally between the 7th of April low and the 12th of May high. So we have a 5-wave move up there in yellow wave 1, and then the wave 2 pullback can of course start from there, and it would likely be a more extended ABC structure, so we can still come down in an initial ABC, but instead of wave 4 in white, that might be the A wave in yellow, then we get a B wave and a C wave. Gotta change the color here. Yeah, but that would be precisely this scenario. In addition to that, we can pay close attention to structural support around $13.20. That's the B wave low in white wave 3, as well as the solid red line there at $11.91. Well, that is really the formal invalidation point of the yellow scenario. That would really be the white scenario, the formal invalidation point, because of wave 4, even though it should really find support in this upper support area, because it's a diagonal pattern, just technically speaking, that wave 4 can technically go down all the way to around about $11.95, it would just not be ideal. Yeah, so that would be the update currently about Link. I mean, before we finish and wrap up the video, just a quick explanation again that we might indeed have topped there in the third wave, but the structure isn't entirely clear yet. This doesn't look really impulsive, but if we see a break below this low from Monday, this should accelerate the decline and lead to a test of this support area there. That's the update on Link. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.